those guys.
In the new podcast, Hell in Heaven, two rich young Americans move to the Costa Rican jungle to start over, but one of them will end up dead. It starts with a nature reserve and a spectacular new home, but then...
They lose it. They actually lose it.
They sort of went nuts.
Everything spins out of control. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Hell in Heaven, and listen now.
What's that smell? It's just Vaughn and his 7 layers of cologne. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Hey, remember, you're never more than 30 minutes away. Now about 15 minutes away from your next chance to go to Sabrina Carpenter with another keyword. Shout out, little birthday shout out to Caliana on her 11th birthday. Happy birthday from Granny T and everybody here at KDWB. Also, Patty, who is a big supporter of the show and a member of the Ukulele Club,
happy birthday.
Is turning 32 today.
32?
I don't know, but
Patty,
she looks
so
like
young.
she's 32.
So young.
Not really sure. War of the Roses kicks off right now. Let's get started on a very different War of the Roses involving some suspicious emojis that she caught him sending. War of the Roses right now.
He loves me. He loves me. Not. Only one way to find out. War of the Roses on KDWB.
This may be the most unusual suspicion arouser on War of the Roses in a long time.
Really?
Yes, because yes. Wait till you hear. And I don't want to laugh too hard at this one because it is serious. Because Elizabeth is wondering whether her boyfriend is seeing somebody else or flirting with somebody else or whatever. So Elizabeth, you're on War of the Roses right now. Tell me
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Elizabeth has listened to War of the Roses since she was in middle school. So, and here you are to find out whether your boyfriend Justin might be up to something. What is going on? What aroused your suspicion?
Okay. So let me just kind of paint you the picture and then, I'll go from there. So basically I was hanging out with my boyfriend the other night and then I kind of, we're just hanging out, all this thing. And then I end up going to the bathroom. And then when I come out of the bathroom, so he's sitting on the couch and you have to kind of go around the couch. So, I have carpet on my floor, so you can't really hear me. And he couldn't hear that I was coming around the couch. And I saw on his phone, he's texting boats, 20 boats. And I'm like, what the hell?
Now,
and I'm looking.
Now, I want to ask you, so were they photos of boats? Or...
No. Sorry. They were emojis. They were a bunch of 20 boat emojis. And I was looking around, and then he saw me. He quickly turned off his phone. And I was like, okay. I didn't say anything. I was just, throughout the entire night, I just kind of, kept silent. And then he left. And then I'm just sitting there going, what is this? Why was he texting 20 boat emojis? And it kind of got me overthinking. And then I'm thinking, wait, hold on. Boat emojis. He kept it hidden too when I turned around. Those are motorboat. That's what it means. It means motorboat, basically. Right?
The craziest stretch ever.
Jumping to it's not a stretch. Why would a guy
I guess
send a bunch of boat emojis?
Yeah. And then cover it up when you walk by.
That's what
it is.
Yeah, that's the icing on the cake.
I'm guilty of overthinking, but it's a reach for me.
So you're thinking that he's motorboating somebody or wants to motorboat somebody or has motorboat. And so he would send a bunch of that's their inside joke.
Yeah. I mean, that's like sending the eggplant emoji with the little 3 droplets, right?
But who would think eggplant universally stands for, that?
Yeah.
Who would think boat, motorboat, oh yeah, I'm going to send her 20 of these,
Well, then what else would you be sending it for? We're going out on the boat.
Maybe he's mourning the fall coming and he can't take his boat out on the lake.
Oh, maybe.
What are you thinking, Elizabeth?
No, this is weird. I mean, what else could it be? He was really suspicious. He was like, oh my God, he closed his phone really quickly. No, that means motorboat. What else could it be? Dave, what else? I don't know. That's what it means. 20 boat emojis?
I am with you because I think all couples have their little inside joke.
True.
Whether it's the poop emoji, whether it's the water drop emoji, taco, peach emoji. I mean, there might be one like, if you gave somebody crabs, you might do the crab emoji.
Or like the cat emoji, but specifically the cat that looks like it did something, like he. You know, that cat emoji.
Or the devil emoji.
Exactly.
So can I ask Jenny and Bailey, the ladies in the room, has the boat emoji ever been used in a conversation with a guy with you guys before?
I don't have anything to motorboat someone with. So Jenny?
No. I've never had that texted to me or, I mean, I've been asked to have that done.
Yeah, and you keep telling me no, and it's annoying.
I said after work sometime.
Okay.
You keep asking during office hours.
Now, I don't mean to laugh at all this because the main reason you're calling is because you're wondering whether he is up to something. So what we can do is we can call him and give him the whole, the setup, the ploy, and see who he wants to send roses to. If he chooses you, you know what? We'll see if he'll talk to us afterward and ask him to explain the whole motorboat emoji anyway. Because even if he chooses you and he seems innocent, what was that for?
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, text me and let me know. What do you think? Is there an innocent reason? Sure, there could be. Maybe his brother got a boat. Maybe he's texting his brother. But why do you hide it?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come back in a second, make the phone call on KDWB.
Time to pull out those receipts. Part 2 of Wore the Roses starts right now on KDWB.
Well, before we make the phone call, I get ahead of myself sometimes because I get excited. So I can totally picture this. She's they're watching TV on the couch. Mm-hmm. She gets up, goes to the bathroom. And to get to the bathroom, you have to go around the end of the couch, behind the couch. Now, she's coming back, and she looks at his phone. He got a bunch of boat emojis on there.
Which is sus.
Yeah. Like, who are you sending those to? What is that all about? So she thinks she's figured it out, and he is sending motorboat emojis.
Yeah, she's put on her detective hat. So
Now,
she's decided what it meant.
Now, what does a motorboat emoji mean? Well, it means motorboat. Okay. I mean, or does it?
Or does it?
Maybe it means congratulations on your new boat.
Maybe it does.
To a big conclusion.
Doubt it. Let's find out. We'll set a trap right now. Can I call now?
Yeah.
And call now?
Yeah,
Yes.
Call it right now.
Okay.
Sorry to take up so much of your time. I know I said it only take a few minutes and we're at about 5 right now. So I appreciate that, Justin. But I do have a dozen red roses to send out as a thank you. The first thing I need from you, though, is who do you want to send the roses to?
Sure. The name is Elizabeth.
Perfect. We got those all set for Elizabeth.
Great.
I have a question for you that's going to kind of come out of the blue. And what were you sending a bunch of motorboat emojis for? Let me explain what's going on here.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Yeah, I know. That's a good question. So my name's Dave, and that was Jenny from the Dave Ryan Show.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not from your phone company. There's no survey. There's certainly no free roses. But we're trying to figure out who you would send roses to if you won roses. Because Elizabeth, your girlfriend, called us and said, yeah, he's been acting a little bit shady. He was texting. Well, Elizabeth is here. Yeah, I know.
Oh.
And Elizabeth,
Okay,
go ahead, Elizabeth.
I just don't understand why you send those like boat emojis, and it's so confusing to me. And you kind of kept it hidden to that point when we hung
what
out.
are you?
What?
What are you doing?
That's,
What is this?
what do you mean? What?
You called
You can't
up
answer that?
a station to. I mean, just what are you doing?
What? You can't answer the question.
You try to set me up, or what question? What are you asking? I don't even know what you're asking me right now. I'm like completely flabbergasted at this whole situation that's happening here.
Oh my God! All right, relax. I literally just asked you why
relax.
you texted 20 boat emojis. Like that's so strange. And you kept it weirdly
What is the
hidden.
matter with you? I can't believe this. If I'm in the bathroom for too long, you wonder why I'm in there. If I walk outside, you're like, what were you doing outside? What's going on? You're suspicious and paranoid constantly. Sweetheart,
Okay.
I don't know what the heck is going on with you. Like the question you're asking questions all the time. And it doesn't matter. Because what you're asking is like this cycle in your head. I don't know what.
Just answer that question.
Well, yeah, she does. I mean, there is, I don't want to like play mediator here, but I think her question is, what were the boats you were sending? She saw you send like.
I don't even remember. I don't even know what.
Okay, come on.
I overuse emojis sometimes. I don't know what. What does it matter? What is a boat?
If you open up your phone right now, you have recently used emojis, so you'll probably see the boat if you used it 20 times, buddy.
That's true.
Okay.
Sounds like deflecting to me.
Like, this already makes me kind of upset here. Just the fact that someone's telling me to open up my phone and respond about boat emojis. I'm not talking about purple squashes.
Well, you're deflecting right now. You're deflecting.
Purple squashes.
They're eggplants.
Yeah, I've never heard it called that. I'm going to call it that.
I know what you're talking about, though. She thought that might be interpreted as motorboat. And motorboat, you and I know what that is. So her suspicion was that you were... Motorboat.
Like... Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
That is so. I'm telling you, I can be putting on my shoes and take too long. It's like, why are you taking so long with your shoes? Were you running around last night? It's like, what do you mean? Or were you running to a house last night to go be with somebody? What are you talking about? The imagination is insanity, and it's negative. And it's you know what? I'm not doing this with you right now. I'm not sitting here being. People are coming at me being like, wow, what's going on with the boat emojis? Like, what the heck is that?
Well, why can't you answer the question then? Why can't you answer the question?
I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have
because
to.
it's such a simple answer. Why are you deflecting right now?
Who cares about boat emojis? That's not the point. You called up a station
suspicious right
to
now.
try to trap me?
I'm suspicious because you're you know what? Like, you're,
all right, you know what?
You're
Hang
making me
Hang
suspicious.
Hang on. I'm going to look right now. Okay?
Yeah, do that.
All right.
All I want. Like, I just want an answer.
Sure.
What did you see?
Okay, Steve List. My buddy Steve, who's going through that thing with at work. He's thinking he's going to get fired. I was telling him, you start your own business. You don't got to worry about it. Smooth sailing. I didn't use a sailboat emoji. And he kept on saying things, and I just started pushing the boat emoji. It was actually supposed to be a sailboat, but I accidentally just pushed the motorboat emoji.
You remembered that story pretty quickly, but you couldn't remember why you used the boat emoji. That's just, I don't know.
I got to tell you, I don't think I would ever send a friend of mine like a boat emoji, like smooth sailing. I think the guy's lying.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people on texting agree. This text says this guy's far too defensive. He's definitely cheating. Please call these guys out for gaslighting. They need to hear it. He's lying. I'm calling BS. This one says she's the one cheating. Oh, we got Katie on the phone who actually has, I think, a connection with the motorboat emoji. Katie, what's your story?
Well, mine happened to be after about midnight, but it came with some eggplants.
Oh, it came with a what?
The eggplant emoji.
With an eggplant
well,
and a
purple
motorboat?
Squashes, as
The
he
purple
calls it.
squashes,
Yeah.
And who was this from?
Somebody trying to slide in the DMs earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen that boat emoji and thought that.
Me
I
neither.
thought when she said it was a stretch.
Yeah, if someone texted me a boat emoji, I'd be like, sweet, we're going out on Tonka? Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right. All
I
right.
think insecurity comes in a lot of ways, and if you don't look, you won't find it.
That's
kind of true. I think that sometimes you get very insecure because you've been cheated on a lot before. So now everything, it's like you're scared of dogs. You got bit by a dog when you were 6 years old. Now every dog looks like,
But Katie, didn't you just say that you got those emojis with an eggplant, and so they were definitely insinuating something sexual?
They were insinuating that. But at the same time, if she wasn't looking at his phone, she might not have seen it. And what if it's innocent, but a man shouldn't send motorboats to another man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It is just kind of weird.
I feel like, since when? It's such a strange stipulation. You can't send boats to another man. It's an emoji. It's a little picture.
Well, if that's the truth, he was really sending it to his buddy.
The only reason I would send it to another guy is if I got a boat that's nicer than his, and I would want to rub it in, because this is what friends do with each other. You'd be like, oh, your boat is a 17-foot 4 winds. Mine is huge.
What a joke.
It's always like, mine's bigger, mine's bigger.
Yeah.
Thanks, Katie. Have a good day.
You too, guys.
Yeah, okay. Let's do the keyword for Sabrina Carpenter. Running a little bit late on it, but it's worth the wait. The keyword this time is feather. Open up the iHeartRadio app, tap that red microphone button, and say feather. And just the keyword is feather. You can say feather, or you can say the keyword is feather. It doesn't matter. You're just going to say the keyword is feather in some form, so we'll know that you were listening. We'll do it again another 30 minutes on KDWB.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
All right, kind of a follow-up because I found something really cool. Actually, my friend Patty sent this to me. Chad Smith from Red Hot Chili Peppers played at the halftime show. He played the drum set during the halftime show, the Gopher game on Saturday night. So I found, with my help of my friend Patty, a drum off of Will Ferrell and Chad Smith on The Tonight Show from 10 years ago. It's funny because they look so much alike.
They do.
When they're sitting on the couch dressed identically, both wearing a backwards baseball cap. I really thought the one on this side was Will Ferrell. No, that was Chad Smith. Here's the only difference between the two of them. Chad Smith from Red Hot Chili Peppers has tattoos all over his arms. Will Ferrell does not.
Oh.
So they do a drum off. They each do like a little drum solo. And it's real because Will Ferrell is actually really good at drums. Didn't know that one. But wait for the end. The surprise at the end is like, okay, that's cool.
Wait.
So what?
You believe that Will Smith was actually drumming? I mean, Will Ferrell was actually drumming? He wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
How can you?
How do you know?
Yeah,
Questlove on the side. That's where from the Roots. He's drumming for Will Ferrell. That's why at some point Will Ferrell like counts off with the sticks. You realize Chad Smith never does that. It's because Will Ferrell wants Questlove to come in at the same time.
Okay, well, looking at it, I don't know how he fakes it. I mean, seriously, you could be right. I don't know that you are. I'm going to go back and watch. Anyway, watch for it. I put it on my on DaveRyanShow.com under the Dave tab. Totally worth checking out. Weird dirt story, I know, but go check it out.
I was not here yesterday, so I think that this happened during the morning show. I'm assuming you guys talked about Taylor Swift's big announcement on Good Morning America. Mm-hmm. Did you guys have the details of when it's starting and all that good stuff?
You can tell us.
Okay. Well, she's got a docuseries coming to Disney Plus, and it's going to be a 6-episode of the end of an era is what it's going to be called, and it'll start streaming on December 12th, which is, of course, the day before her birthday because everything is something with her. Mm-hmm. So you can watch that on Disney Plus.
I saw like a little preview of it, like a trailer almost. And I do like when they have like rehearsal shots and things because I just think that makes it more cool.
She talks also in it about like there's cameos from her cat. So I'm sure you'll love that part. But then she talks about how she has to have this big come down after these, this 3.5-hour show.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And so she I saw like a little bit, she's like, yeah, I'll sign like, 100 CDs or whatever. And then I'll do this and then I'll do that. And then I'll finally be like a little bit chilled to be able to fall asleep.
I've heard this because when you're up on stage in front of thousands of people who adore you, it is surreal. And then you go back to your quiet hotel room and it's weird, and that's why a lot of musicians do drugs to cope with that. Because coming down, we used to go to Jingle Ball, or we go to Star Party, and it was so much fun and such a rush, and you get to be on stage, and people are like, wow, KDWB, that's cool. Then you go back to your home, and it's kind of like...
You're wide awake.
And you're wide awake, and you're wired, and you're so excited. It's kind of like weird to come down. Can't imagine on the scale of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Shabuzi has a new track, and this time it's for Domino's Pizza. He's teamed up with Domino's to create a new jingle, and it's their first major rebrand in 13 years.
Domino's. I'm not impressed.
Pretty much it.
Domino's.
Okay, I don't hate it, though. That's going to be like a new
no, it's not. No,
what?
It's not.
Domino's.
It's
I like
pizza.
it.
He said that working on the jingle was a creative challenge, but he's proud to bring two of his favorite things together: country music and pizza.
Domino's. I think they went to Shabuzi and they said, you're really hot right now. Can you write a jingle? And he came up with it. And then Domino said, that sucks. But hey, we like it. It's kind of like your kid brings home like a macaroni necklace. And you're like, that's the ugliest damn. Oh, that little Charisse. That's so pretty. You made it yourself?
I think it's clever.
It's fun.
Domino's. That's making us talk about Domino's Pizza, which, by the way, is legitimately good pizza.
It's so good.
It really is. If
I
you're
love Domino's.
There's all kinds of local little mom and pop pizza stores, and that's great. But if you can't think of where to get, Domino's is awesome.
They've always got deals, too.
It's
online.
super cheap, like $7 for a 2-topping pizza. Heck yeah.
Alec Baldwin got in a car accident yesterday morning. He was driving his wife's car, and this is him explaining what exactly went down.
This morning I was in this car accident. Guy cut me off in a truck, big garbage truck. I mean, a garbage truck the size of a whale. I've never seen a garbage truck. It must have been something commercial for like taking away material from construction or something. It was the biggest garbage truck I've ever seen Anyway, to avoid hitting him, I hit a tree. I hit a big fat tree and crushed my car, my wife's car. But it's all fine, and I'm fine, and my brother's fine, and bobbity-bob. My wife's car is pretty smashed up. Big tree, big fat tree.
All right, and that is The Dirt, brought to you by 612 Injured, Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law. Remember, you're never more than 30 minutes away from another keyword for Sabrina Carpenter, and we'll have more Boo Bash tickets for you. Got a lot of stuff going on right now. We got a really interesting group therapy. This is where we help people who are kind of stuck and they just need some advice. So let's get started.
101.3 KDWB, The Dave Ryan Show.
Therapy. Julia has a problem that's not really a problem yet, but you're worried it might be a problem down the road. Hi, Julia.
Press her button.
There it is. Thank you. Hi, Julia. You're on the radio. What's the story? What did you want to ask advice about?
Okay, so my daughter, she's 11 years old, and she's already 5'7".
At 11 years old,
Wow.
5'7". So if I'm about 5'10". So if I hold my hand up here, at 11 years old, she's almost as tall as me.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's good. I mean, her doctor says that she's going to be between like 6'2" and 6'4", and my husband is 6'6". So it's,
okay.
You know.
So the height kind of runs in the family.
It makes sense.
Okay. Wow. That's a tall kid.
Yeah. Yeah. She's going to be a tall girl.
Yeah. 6'2" to 6'4". That's taller than most men. Most men average height is, I think, 5'10" for most men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to be taller than me.
Oh, totally. Yeah. So what are you worried about, though? I mean, that sounds like everything's great.
Yeah. So the issue is that the kids at school are already calling her like Big Bird. She hates
Big
it.
Bird. Yes.
Yeah, she hates it. And I'm just worried, like, if this is starting now, what's it going to be like when she's older? Like, are people going to, like, stare at her? She's so tall. Are they going to keep making fun of her? You know how people are always like, do you play basketball?
I've been guilty of that. Yeah, I had a tall friend's like, hey, can you dunk? She was like 5'11". Can you dunk?
Or how's the weather up there?
How's the weather up there? Good fit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I worry also, you know how men can be about tall women. So I'm just worried she's not going to be able to find a date, if they're going to be weird about that. There's just stuff that I mean,
we worry. This is what we do. We worry about our kids. We worry because they're too quiet, or we worry because they're a little bit lazy or a little bit messy. That's what we do. I mean, this is like, I guess if you're going to have some sort of an affliction, for calling it that, lack of a better word, that's not a bad one to have. I mean, being tall. But let me ask you this one. So if there are women listening who are tall, like Secretary Bree from the show.
Oh, yeah, she's pretty tall.
She's like 6'2".
Yeah.
Does that, and her husband, I think, is not as tall as she is.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes, taller women I don't want to speak for them, but I think they want somebody who is tall like them.
Right.
But I don't think that, as a guy who's 5'10", I would have totally dated a woman who was 6'4". Question is, would she have dated me? No.
Probably not.
Because you should not date me under any circumstances, even if I were single.
Yeah.
So if you were a tall woman, let me know what that is like. I'll let you keep your radio on and then listen, Julia, for advice, okay?
Okay, great.
Yeah, thank you. Secretary Bree, right on the case. Hi, Bree. We're talking about you. You're 6'2", right?
I'm 6'2".
How is that? Is like, they probably did call you like Stretch or whatever when you were a kid.
100%. I was the tallest kid in the class, literally from like third grade through. I got the accolade as a senior, tallest in the class, right? And the basketball question will never end. It will never end. That's just something you got to get used to. But eventually, she will embrace her height, and it will not matter. My husband, as you know, is only 5'9", and it's amazing. It's just fine.
Was it a problem? I mean, when you were younger, and I'm just asking, when you were younger, were you like, no, I want to find a guy as tall as me? Or were you like, as long as he's not like I'm not dwarfing him? What was your feelings on dating guys not as tall as you?
So at first I was totally like, nope, I want somebody taller than me. And then I met my husband, and it was like personality mattered way more than height mattered. I was teased a little bit, of course, in school as well. But, the biggest struggle, honestly, is going to be finding pants. That's going to be the biggest struggle. That's it. It's finding pants, because everything is too short.
Bree, are you the big spoon or the little spoon in your relationship?
What, Jenny? What?
Little. I'm little.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay. There we go.
The little spoon.
When you're cuddling.
Okay.
Who's the big spoon? Who's the little spoon?
Okay. Because I can
love
just
being the
imagine
big
him
spoon.
being the little spoon, him throwing a leg up over her. He's got his head resting on her chest. Wow. Thank you, Bree. I appreciate the perspective, and that's what she's looking for. We got somebody else on the phone with a little bit of a input. Hi, Sam.
Good morning.
What do you know? Somebody called in. They said their daughter is 5'7", and she's 11 years old. Dad is 6'6". She's worried that growing up or getting older and being tall The doctor said 6'2" to 6'4" is going to be an issue. What do you think?
Well, my daughter is 15 and she is 6'1". She doesn't want to claim the 1. She wants to stay at 6. But
But she's at 15. Wow. What does she go through? Anything negative?
She's definitely the tallest kid in their class, and kids can be kids and they can be horrible, but just really fostering that positive self-image and reminding her that supermodels are that tall were things that we worked on with her, and just letting her be comfortable and happy in her own skin.
I think tall is a powerful thing. I mean, Taylor Swift says, what would we say? Tall, dark, and handsome. Mm-hmm. Taylor Swift says, he's so tall and handsome as hell. I think tall is a powerful presence.
But is it a powerful presence for men? Yes, but as for women?
I say absolutely. If we had a new boss and she came in and she was 6'2", I'd be like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say, ma'am. Because I think there is a respect that we just give as humans when people are taller.
That's why you respect me, right?
Jenny is 6'8", so she fills in for Bigfoot when he's on vacation. So
that's where I was the last few days.
Exactly,
I wasn't up at the North Shore.
So your daughter, you just kind of remind her that, hey, you know what, this is a positive thing.
Absolutely, and she does not play sports. She does not do any. She's actually the anti-sport type kid, and it works for her. So she's actually thriving.
I love that because some yahoo like me is going to come up and say, hey, how's the weather up there? Do you dunk? So
is the air thin?
People like you are jerks.
Yeah, well, we are. Yes, exactly. We're everywhere. Okay, thank you, Sam.
You.
Have a good day. Brittany, last word on this one. We're talking about a girl who's 5'7". She's 11 years old. Doctors say she's going to be 6'2" to 6'4", and mom is worrying that she's going to struggle with that one. What do you think?
Yeah, so my sister is actually 21. I'm 29 and 5'4". She's around 6 foot, and she was worried about that too. But she has a boyfriend now, and they just joke about it. Like they were joking about it the other day. She was in heels, and she was way taller than him, and they laugh about it. She didn't have any issue finding a boyfriend. I know she was worried about that for so long, so I know it's hard, but she'll find someone that is okay with, her being taller.
Yeah, I guess some guys would probably be bothered by it. I would not. I'd be worried about her being bothered by it. Like when I'm walking into, I take her out somewhere nice, like Chili's for dinner, and I'm walking her to the table, and everybody's going, God, she's got 6 inches on him.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, imagine being so secure on both sides.
Nope. He's not a bad looking dude.
I wouldn't want that.
He's good looking, and she's fine. She's thriving. She was worried about that. She got all the basketball comments, but she's only 21 too. She goes out all the time, and no one has said anything. They actually compliment her.
Very striking. I had a friend that, like I said, was 5'11". We walked into P.F. Chang one time up in Maple Grove, and there was a table of people having lunch, like 15 people all, and one of them must have said, look at her, because the whole table turned around because she was so tall.
And it's also cool when, not just that, if they're tall, but they, slouch, then you're like, oh, she doesn't like being tall. But when they're tall and they walk in with heels and their shoulders back, you're like, dang, she's cool.
Yeah. Right. Well, I asked my friend who was 5'11", I said, she's like, I wear high heels. I said, why do you wear high heels when you're so tall? She's like, because I like cute shoes.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that makes sense. What were you saying, Vaughn?
I wouldn't want my girl to be taller than me because I'm gonna be the little spoon in bed. No, that's not how it works.
So you're saying you're too insecure to have a taller girlfriend?
I think I wish I was taller. Because Alyssa, my girlfriend now, she's a couple inches shorter than me. Not bad at all. But I'm just like, I wish naturally I could be taller.
Yeah, I feel you. We have a text message that says that for all the kids that are calling this girl Big Bird, that she should dish it back at them and call them Elmo or Oscar the Grouch.
Yes, Oscar, live in a trash can.
Yeah, sorry, Elmo.
All right, thank you for that one. There's a bunch of text messages, so really appreciate that one. This one, for random, it says, I'm 5'8", but growing up, I was always the tallest in my class, kindergarten through 9th grade. My mom always focused on the fact that I could see over crowds and pointed out the positive things of being tall. It's all about being to clap back the kids who want to poke fun. Allison was always tall. She's now 5'8", which is a little bit taller than the average girl. But she's not so tall that people go, whoa,
how's
you
the weather?
play basketball? All right, if you got a question for group therapy, we'd love to help you out. If we don't know the answer, chances are we don't, then somebody listening will know the answer. Group therapy, send it in to RyanShow@KDWB.com. Remember, you're never more than 30 minutes away from a chance to go to Sabrina Carpenter in Los Angeles. Another keywords coming up on KDWB. What do we want to do here, Jenny? I know we're running a little bit behind schedule. What would you like to do?
What's on your radar real quick?
Okay.
Go around the room.
I do have one. I'm very excited. It's called Macros First. And this is, I learned all about macros, Jenny, when you were gone.
I know, I heard.
Because Jenny's like, you got to stop counting calories.
Yes,
you got to count
that.
macros. And I'm like, what's a macro? So macros, I don't want to get into it and bore you, but there's a free app. It's called Macros First. And you type in and it'll recognize anything. You could say like a quarter pounder with cheese, or you could say like Cane's chicken strips, and it will know. It'll know like a cup of vegetables or a tablespoon of salad dressing. You type it in, it logs it for you. It makes it really easy and kind of fun. And you're keeping track of, because you could eat, let's say you're trying to do 2,000 calories a day. You could eat like half of a pizza and get your 2,000 calories in, but it's all the wrong kind of calories. So it's called Macros First. I am super stoked about it, and that is on my radar today.
Do you have to pay for it?
It's free. There's a paid version, but the version I've got is free.
I remember when you downloaded that, you were like, oh, this is going to be the worst. And here you are like, guess what,
I can't wait to log my food.
I know. I'm going to write that down because the one I use is way too manual and it's annoying. But okay. What's on my radar is something that's like not new by any means, but my first time at the North Shore is called Great Lakes Candy Kitchen. And it is just, I'd never heard of it. It's on like the scenic route, like the old 61.
Yeah.
And so I went there. Some of the best fudge I've ever had in my entire life. They have these mint meltaways. They have like licorice. It's just so good. If you're ever on the North Shore, you have got to go to it. Once again, it's called Great Lakes Candy Kitchen.
It is so good. They have a salted grape taffy that is delicious. Yes. Okay, on my radar is an Instagram called Dad Advice from Bo. And it's just this guy who's, I don't know, in his 60s, and he makes videos giving you dad advice, like how to clean out your dryer vent, how to fix
him.
You do?
I
love
him. Yeah.
How to fix a slow draining bathroom sink, night driving lecture, et cetera, et cetera. And he is so fun and so helpful, and he gets to the point and makes it easy for you. So mine is Dad Advice from Bo on Instagram.
And on my radar, it's if you like haunted attractions, it's in Cottage Grove. It's called Haunting Experience. We were looking for things to do this past weekend. Everyone goes to a Dead End Hayride or Screamtown. This one was a little bit down on the list, and it exceeded my expectations. They have a haunted house and a hayride.
Ooh.
Okay, very cool. On our radar, basically things that we've discovered. Mine is called Macros First. It's a free app that will let you count not just calories, but your macros, your fat, your protein, and your carbs. So you're getting good balance. It'll tell you how much of each one you need to lose weight or to stay healthy or whatever it is.
And mine is a candy shop up in the North Shore area. It's called Great Lakes Candy Kitchen.
Mine is the Instagram page, Dad Advice from Bo, a dad giving you help throughout your life.
And on my radar is Haunting Experience. It's a dual haunted house / hayride in Cottage Grove.
Okay, if you miss any of these, we'll put those up on Dave Ryan Show on Instagram. You're never more than 5 minutes away. No, you're never more than 30 minutes away. But right now, you're 5 minutes away from another keyword for Sabrina Carpenter. But we're going to do this first.
Today
on the Daily Bailey, I want to tell you about something innovative I decided to do last night and maybe inspire you as well. So I started watching the 9th season of Love is Blind. And I know, Dave, that you don't watch it, but I know Jenny does.
I do. I'm pretty far along.
And so many people I know that listen do watch Love is Blind. And yesterday I started season 9 and I decided to watch it blind. So I put a couple of pillowcases over my TV.
I saw this on Instagram.
And okay, because I posted about it on Instagram, and the only reason I want to talk about it now is because I got so many responses to it saying it was genius or hilarious or whatever. So you can follow me on Instagram at Bailey on Air, because I kind of do like a play-by-play as I watch Love is Blind in a regular season. But now I give you my opinions with pillowcases covering my TV screen. And I only watched one episode and like the little beginning of the next one because I wanted to see these
that is so
people.
funny. Okay.
And so it honestly, it's really fun so far. It is a little difficult to differentiate people by their voice. And I wish there was like something like I could peek at on the bottom of the screen so I could see their names. But it's super fun so far. I've only gagged a couple of times by what people are saying. And a lot of the voices seem like they're put on in a way. But it's fun because I've already done one reveal. And I just wait until I can kind of sense, the music changes. It swells in a way where it seems like, oh, they're going to reveal themselves here. Be like, oh, I'm really excited to see him. I can't wait to see my fiance, blah, blah, blah. And then I just hold the sheet up until their doors open, and then I drop the sheet so I can react the same way.
It's kind of like meeting a DJ for the first time. It's like, okay, DJs, we all sound adorable and handsome and beautiful on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And then you meet us, and most of us look like the bottom side of your shoe.
Exactly.
So, but were you disappointed or surprised?
It's funny because the first couple, I won't say their names in case you haven't seen it yet, but the woman, stunning. Absolutely.
Bailey's reaction was hilarious.
Gorgeous.
She
was beautiful. And then I'm just like, show the guy. Let me see this guy. Oh, he looks kind of like a Muppet. He's like, he could be cute. He's got kind of a schnoz on him, which I don't mind.
He's got a big old
schnoz, which is fine. I don't mind like a big nose, but he also has these really hideous glasses that he put on top of his head for this meet with this woman. And I was like, why did you didn't think to take those off? Like, you look like
I thought that
dork
too when I
zone
saw
here.
the glasses on his head. I was like, "What?" I thought they were sunglasses at first. I was like, "What is happening?"
It was just dork behavior from that guy. And also, at one point he said, he was like, "Wow, I'm so happy what you look like. I'm so happy. I mean, you could be twice the size, and I would still be happy." And I was like, "Girl, that's the worst thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?" But so far, it's really fun because I get to have the same exact reaction from just hearing their voices go back and forth.
I like that. I always thought the flaw with the TV show The Voice is we get to see what they look like. And I thought, oh, this is a clever idea for a show when it was new, because you watch like a show like an American Idol when it was new, you'd see what they look like.
Right.
And a lot of the time it was like, oh, well, that fits. She's very pretty and she can sing well. And this guy looks like, he just got done for, getting beat up.
Yeah.
And he can't sing. So I thought the flaw with The Voice was the same thing. To judge them on their voice, not the way they look.
And so it would be
Good
nice
idea, Bailey.
because you could watch The Voice too with the pillowcase over top. So if you ever have a blind way to watch something, try it out because it does make it, just adds a little something to it. And that's my advice to you on the Daily Bailey. If you want to follow me and see how I watch the rest of this season, follow me on Instagram.
This would be kind of a funny thing. We should have people who've never seen what we look like, never seen Instagram or whatever, call in maybe this time tomorrow and tell us what they think we look like.
Yeah, I always
that'd
thought
be kind of
you
funny.
looked like my grandpa when I listened to you growing up. Not my grandpa was like, still a younger
When he
guy.
was young, yeah.
Because he did real estate and he had a picture of his face on his real estate card. And I imagined you to look like the picture of my grandpa on his real estate card.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, well, when I saw you, I thought,
I remember a DJ when I grew up, and he's one of my closest radio friends. I thought he was 26. He had like surfer blonde, kind of shoulder length hair, just kind of really cool looking tan, whatever. And he wasn't unattractive. I just met him and I saw him on TV. He looked like an accountant. He had like nerd glasses and like a nerd haircut.
Yeah.
Not a bad looking guy, just definitely not a surfer
not
dude.
What you thought.
Not at all.
So
We'll do
follow
that
me on
tomorrow.
Instagram at Bailey on Air to hear all of my Love is Blind hot takes. Thank you.
Thank you, Bailey. You are never more than 30 minutes away from your next keyword. I know this gets old, but this is a really cool prize. I just want to have you enter as many times as you can. So when they come up at 05 and 35. So if you're close to 05 and 35, listen for another few minutes so you can get that keyword. The keyword right now is please, as in her song, please, called Please, Please.
Three
I
pleases.
think. Please. Okay. Then enter that keyword by opening up the iHeartRadio app and then just say the keyword is please. And you get a chance to go to Sabrina Carpenter in Los Angeles from KDWB. Good morning. It's KDWB. The North Shore apparently has gotten douchey. Now, Jenny and I were talking. Jenny just got back from the North Shore, and you were doing a little fall leaf peeping tour.
I was.
It's super admirable because you're out in your little camper van, your little primitive little and it's super cool. But you didn't have a heater in there. You have a cooktop, a little stove in there.
I do. I have a little 2-burner stove that I use propane gas with.
Okay.
It's kind of annoying to set up.
You got Wi-Fi in there?
Nope, no Wi-Fi.
No flat screen.
No flat screen.
Wine cellar, nothing.
I mean, there's always wine in there, but there's not a wine cellar.
But you were talking about the North Shore is douchey.
I think it's getting a little douchier, and let me tell you why. Because I think a lot of people, and no offense, Dave, because I know you might drive one of these cars, but I think there's a lot of like Audis and BMWs and Teslas bopping around there, and it's like people who you can tell are not there to enjoy nature. They're only there to get their pictures.
Weird.
And like they're not dressed in normal hiking gear or even just like walking gear. They're dressed in like nice clothes, which is cute. I'm not saying you can't go to the North Shore and get your cute photos, but then it's those people who don't know how to park in the tiny parking lots, take up a bunch of space. They put in a whole Tesla charging port at one of the like hotspots near Tofty for all these Tesla drivers. And I just feel like it's getting a little douchier. And I know that I'm a tourist talking crap about another tourist when it comes down to
it's kind of like, I get that. It's like you go to Disney. Disney is so crowded. You're like, God, all these tourists. It's kind of like you're on 494 and you're like, all this traffic. People go home and you're part of the problem.
But it's like there's one thing. It's called Palisade Head. And you can either park at this bottom lot or you can and hike up like half a mile to it. Or you can go up to the lot, and all of the people that just sat their lazy asses in the car to wait for a spot to open that lot on that drive up. I'm like, it was not even a half a mile. I'm probably exaggerating. It was probably a quarter of a mile to walk up and be able to like go up and see it and walk back down. But everyone's just like driving their little douchey cars. And I don't know. I think that once again, I know I am pot calling the kettle here because I'm also a tourist when I go up there. But I just feel like there's a lot of people who are just doing so many things for social media, and it's kind of just sad.
You know what? I will defend the people who go up in their Saab and their, Range Rover or whatever. They're just looking to get an escape. I mean, they're probably not going up there to get like their Instagram picture. Sure, some are, but they just want to see the North Shore. And they live on Lake Minnetonka or Prior Lake, and they got a nice car. Yeah. I mean, haters going to hate. What are you going to do?
You're right. And I know I was up there doing the same thing, getting pictures and photos and stuff. But like, I also love hiking. Like, that is my pastime, my hobby.
Don't worry. I get judgy when I hike up Pikes Peak, and I ridicule in my mind the people who are only going up part way. And it's like, no, you can't make it all the way up. I'm going all the way up. Or the people who take the train up, like the parking lot next to the Pikes Peak parking lot. There's a train.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you're taking the train.
You're much better than them.
Tourist,
you are better. You are better, Dave.
Thank you. I knew it.
Someone said, yes, Jenny, it's so like that in northern Wisconsin, too. Probably like the Apostle Islands area. I can imagine that because that's also an area that's kind of blown up in recent years.
It is. You know what? Everything's getting so crowded. And I think that because part of our culture has become more outdoorsy, like Colorado. I grew up in Colorado. You could go out hiking somewhere. You wouldn't see another soul. And now there's a traffic jam and no parking at the trailhead because everybody wants to be outside. Everybody's like, it's a not a trendy thing. I think it's just we've realized that it's better to get outside and hike and be active and go outdoors, everything from your exercise to your mental health, rather than sit inside and smoke a pipe like your grandpa used to do.
I would disagree and say it is kind of a trendy thing for like 50% of the people, because I like genuinely like being out in nature and like the joy I have of just smelling the trees and the leaves and stuff like that. Like that is why I like to be out there. I think I would say 50% of the people don't do it because of that. They just go because they're like, this looks like a really cool view. I'm going to get a picture in from it and get a bunch of likes on Instagram. They don't care.
Oh, there's something to that. I mean, there's a book called Death in the Canyon or Death in the Grand Canyon. And the first chapter is all about people who died trying to get the perfect picture on the rim of the canyon. And they're like, oh, let me step closer. Oh, this will be really dramatic.
But I got the picture.
I got the picture. All right. Thank you, Jenny. We'll be back in a second on KDWB. Give away Boo Bash tickets. You want to do it right now? Let's get you Boo Bash tickets. 651-989-KDWB. Love to have you out at Boo Bash coming up October 30th at Mystic Lake. Costume contest, $1,000 3 different times for what do we got? Sexiest, most creative.
And group/duo.
Okay. If you want to come, we'd love to have you there. Get you on the phone right now, 651-989-KDWB. As always, let it ring for a minute because Vaughn's only got two hands.
101.3 KDWB and Goodwill want to help you win $1,000. Plus, you're also in for a VIP trip to our iHeartRadio Jingle Ball, presented by Capital One in New York City.
You're kidding. No, please.
The biggest holiday party of the year.
Jingle Ball.
Keep listening to KDWB and on the free iHeartRadio app for the keywords that can instantly win you $1,000 and a shot at a trip to our iHeartRadio Jingle Ball, presented by Capital One in New York.
Hey, Thrifters, become a Goodwill VIP and earn exclusive rewards plus dollars off future purchases. Join at GoodwillVIP.com or text Join Goodwill MN to 757-575. Goodwill VIP, because if you know, you know. Message and data rates may apply.
A bit of a gloomy, rainy day ahead of us. We'll see clouds most of the day with scattered showers throughout, a high of 51. Tomorrow, a chance of a few more showers, otherwise cloudy, a high of 56.
This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association.
The International Hot Rod Association and Durana Hybrid, where horsepower meets hard work, reigniting the spirit of racing and the power of skilled trades, mentorship, education, legacy. Is the future on the track and in the trades. Get your tickets now at IHRA.com.
There's one day of the week that I absolutely despise, Dave. It's when I have to take a full shower. And I know you
really?
I know you probably don't understand what that means, but it means I need to wash my hair, wash my body, and I need to shave.
It's fall at Dixon Farms, a perfect time of the year to enjoy all the goodness we have to offer, like warm Dixon cider or delicious Dixon nuts. Sometimes, though, you want something just a little different, something to surprise that special someone this fall.
My wife loves Dixon Farms. This time of year, she loves Dixon cider. And don't even get her started on Dixon nuts. She just can't put them down. But I'm looking for something a little different. Something really special.
Well, you're in luck. If it's different that you want, we have something just for you. Introducing a new blend that we only sell once or twice a year on the back loading dock outside Dixon Farms. We call it Dixon Cider Backdoor.
Dixon cider backdoor? Sounds interesting. Tell me more.
Dixon Cider Backdoor is special. A lot of our customers love it, but it can be somewhat of an acquired taste. So next time she asks for Dixon Cider, just ask her if she wants to try Dixon Cider Backdoor.
Sounds easy.
Well, not always.
My husband asked if I wanted to try it, and, well, you tell him, honey.
I can tell you that she loves Dixon Cider Backdoor.
Well, love might be kind of a strong word.
Try Dixon Cider Backdoor, new this fall from Dixon Farms. There's a nip in the air at Dixon Farms, and we're bringing in a new crop that you're sure to enjoy. It's a special hybrid we've been working on for years, and now Dixon Farms has perfected it. If you like delicious cantaloupe,
I love cantaloupe.
and if you like Dixon cider,
My wife and I both like Dixon cider.
then you'll love the newest member of the Dixon cider family, a cantaloupe with that unmistakable Dixon cider taste. Dixon Cider Melons.
Dixon cider melons? That sounds amazing.
It is. Lay back, all the way back, and get ready for Dixon Cider Melons. This fall, after you get some hot Dixon cider, try some warm Dixon Cider Melon.
Yes, please. I've been waiting to give my wife Dixon cider melons for a long time.
I have to be honest, it didn't do much for me, but he really enjoyed it.
This fall, get some juicy Dixon Cider Melons. And trust me, you'll want some extra napkins.
Thanks, Dixon Farms.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Call 844-844-iHeart.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
From the Highway 36 eastbound, we are heavy from Dale all the way over to 35E. That's all due to a crash. And the crash slowing things down 394 eastbound from Louisiana Avenue to 94 as well. Big delays on 94 westbound from McKnight to 35E. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rainbow Pest Experts.
Tired of seeing box elder bugs gather on your home each fall? Trust Rainbow Pest Experts to keep your property free of box elder bugs, stink bugs, Asian lady beetles, or any other unwanted guests. Learn more about how Rainbow is caring for your world at rainbowpestexperts.com.
The Life of a Showgirl era is here.
The Life of a Showgirl Radio on iHeartRadio is all Taylor and all eras, all commercial free. New tracks. And classic tracks. 100% Taylor. All the songs, all the albums, and behind the song stories from Taylor herself.
On iHeartRadio.
Open the iHeart app, search Taylor Swift, and listen now.
You can do more than listen on KDWB. You can watch The Dave Ryan Show. Just go to YouTube and search Dave Ryan.
Now on YouTube, Dave Ryan TV. Check that out. You can comment along and follow along. Forgot to ask Bailey, and I'm going to get nosy.
You don't want to get nosy?
That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
So Bailey had another date last night with this fella. Third date, number 3?
It is. It was the third one. Yep, the third one. And we went on a walk around Cedar Lake.
You went early. You went like 4 or 5?
Yeah, it was like 4:30 because his work schedule is weird. So he was like, yeah, I have a window between 3 and 7. I was like, cool. Okay. So we went on a walk around the lake and it was fine. I mean, it's interesting because like we have good conversation. We hugged at the end. That's all we ever do. We hug at the end. I even let my like arm linger because I thought, ooh, I'm going to let my arm linger. And then I thought, I wonder if we're both in the same boat where we're both like, oh, we both really enjoy conversation with each other. We both think the other person is interesting, but we're not going to be in love,
There's no real spark.
Well, yeah. I don't know. So I've said this before. He's not very good at texting. So we were talking about like fall TV stuff on our walk, and I sent him like a link to something that I had recommended him watch. And I did that probably 20 minutes after our walk was over, and he did not respond. And he usually takes about 12 to 20 hours to respond to a text message. And you like you looked over my shoulder yesterday at our text messages and saw that they were like paragraphs. So you're like, oh, hey, at least they're paragraphs though. Yeah. But if you're only getting a paragraph every 12 to 24 hours, is that really communication? Not to me.
I think that some people are just they're not texting people. Like my son Chase, he is not a texting person. How's that baby doing? I'll say, and I don't hear from him. What are you guys up to today? Nothing.
Yeah.
And then, he will text if we engage. He'll text like back and forth. But maybe he's just not a texting kind of a person. Maybe he prides himself on, I don't really text a whole lot.
Yeah. I mean, that's possible. I just think like, I want to know, I kind of, at one point in time, I will like straight out be like, are we actually interested in each other, or are we like friends? I can't tell. because I can't tell.
Because you kind of lingered a little bit with the hug, would you have accepted a kiss / wanted a kiss in that moment?
He didn't look like he was going to kiss me at all. I don't know, because we were both like, just walked for 4 miles. And it wasn't like I was super cute or anything. But I mean, I was.
Oh, you're super cute.
I was cute.
No, you were super cute. Maybe he's a little nervous to go in for a kiss because some guys, it's like, I think the worst thing is you go in for a kiss or you say, "Can I kiss you?" And they go, "No.
Or maybe he's not into me, and that's fine too. It would be fine if he wasn't, because I think we could still be friends. I just like, it's a weird situation. And I feel like I said this with the last guy I went on dates with too.
Do you get butterflies at all when you see him?
I think he's funny and I think he's cute, but I don't know. There are some like things and then it'll make me seem shallow if I mention them. So I'm not going to.
What is it? There's a saying. It says something like it was on Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Maybe, and I'm not trying to be cruel, maybe he's just not that into you.
Right.
Isn't there a parallel phrase that's more modern?
No, I think that's because that's still a thing. That was like a book and everything. And I loved that book when I was like 23.
But
it
guys
really
will do
me.
what they do is showing you how much they care or something like that.
Right.
You said it yourself the other day.
No, I agree. It's if he wanted to, he would.
That's what it was. If he wanted to, he would.
Right.
Okay,
and so that's how I'm thinking about like the communication thing. If he wanted to, he would. If he wanted to text me, he would. If he wanted to kiss me, he would. And he hasn't. So then he must just not want to.
What if he like texted in the morning and said, "Hey, good morning," or "Hi, beautiful"?
Mm-hmm.
Would that be like, "Oh, I like this"?
I mean, it would be nice to be acknowledged of my existence.
Okay.
I guess that would be nice.
Okay.
And yeah, I do like hanging out with him when we are together, but also it might just be that we just live different lives and are too busy to be romantically involved.
That's true. I mean, somebody did say, I feel like you can be a bad texter, but if you like somebody, you text them back. I think that's how I am.
I think that's true.
I'm not a great texter, but if I like you, I'll probably be texting you back.
Well, yeah, then you get like you get a text message and you kind of hope it's from him and you open it is from him and it's like, oh, and you smile and you go, "Oh, hi, good morning."
And the beginning stuff is supposed to be, in my humble opinion, supposed to be like the most exciting stuff is where you're like, oh, he texted me. And like, I just don't expect him to text me because he doesn't. And if he does, it's once a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll see it and I'll go, "Oh, there's that text from that guy. I'll get back to him eventually." Because if he's going to wait 12 to 20 hours to text me, then he can wait 2 hours to hear back from me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because what the heck?
A little bit.
What in the heck? Someone says this guy is married. I don't think he's married.
He doesn't sound like he's married, no.
Well, it was a little weird that he only had a window of time of 3 to 7, but I know what his job is, so I understand probably why that was what it is. So
yeah,
that makes sense
so
to me.
Who knows? I might just be down for the count once again. I did have my friend Jackie at a bonfire over the weekend try to set me up with a man as well. So if all else fails, I'll have that one.
Aren't there any other Hinge guys you've been talking to?
No, the professor left me on red.
What? I thought there was like one other guy though.
Unread?
Well, on red. So he must, I don't know, maybe he read it. Hinge is weird where you can't tell if they've seen your messages or not. And then one guy is a little bit too he's doing too much. Where
what does that mean?
He's like, "Hey, hi, how's it going? Do you like Survivor?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like Survivor." "Okay, cool, me too. Do you want to meet? We should meet. Hey, just coming out again to say we should meet."
Do you answer him back? You're not answering him back?
I answered him back a couple of times and then I was like, this dude's annoying. So I stopped answering him back.
Well, do you want him to text you or not?
Who?
This guy. You said that the one guy is not responding quick enough, and now this one guy is being like, it seems like he's on it, and it's like too much.
Those are like, that's the early stages of Hinge. That's like the first interaction I had with that guy.
Okay.
This is my third date with this Hinge guy.
Do you think you should keep putting energy into this? Someone kind of texted asking that. If you don't feel like it's going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I said, I think I'll have to be like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And then I can tell you what I think about it and be like, adults in that way. Because yeah, I don't know.
I got an idea for you. You can get an AI boyfriend. And then he'll respond back and forth and he'll learn what you like. And then you can have an AI boyfriend. A lot of people fall in love with their AI
They propose
partners.
and everything.
They propose and everything.
I want one where I can hug him and then check his biscuits. And you can't check biscuits.
Can't have everything. Can't have everything.
You're right.
Yeah.
I can't have everything.
No, you can't. You got to settle for an AI boyfriend. right, we'll be back. We found the spookiest place in every state in America. What is the spookiest place in Minnesota? I've got the answer for you coming up next on KDWB.
The Purple take on Philly Sunday at noon. Listen on FM 100.3 KFAN. Powered locally by Aquarius Home Services. Want to see the Purple face Green Bay in early January? Aquarius is giving away 4 tickets to the game and $500 in game day cash. Register at KDWB.com. Keyword furnace.
Hey, Purple and Gold Nation, football season means colder temps. Is your furnace ready? Aquarius is here to help with a furnace tune-up for only $29. Wait a minute. Only $29? Yep, that's right. It's a limited time offer, so schedule your tune-up today at AquariusHomeservices.com.
It's looking real fall-like out there today. It'll be cloudy with some scattered showers throughout the day, a high of 51. Tomorrow, cloudy, a chance of a few showers, a high of 56.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, not only can you pursue your education goals with dedicated support, but when you get started on campus, you could qualify to pursue them with a new laptop. Learn more at rasmussen.edu. That's rasmussen.edu.
Hey, it's Dave Ryan. Big news. Livia's new 3-month nutrition plan is here and more affordable than ever. And right now, they're giving you 1 free month of GLP-1 medication. Whether it's nutrition, GLP-1s, microdosing, or one of Livia's new services, you're going to find your complete weight loss solution in-center or virtual. For over 15 years, Livia's award-winning team has helped clients lose weight and keep it off with personalized coaching and proven plans. Livia, complete nutrition, sustainable results. 855-GO-LIVIA or Livia.com today.
It's a classic odor tale. You fried fish for dinner, cleaned up, but the smell is still in the house. And the neighbors are coming over for game night. They're on their way. And then you spray Febreze Air Mist. Febreze Air starts working instantly to fight even your toughest odors, so you go from fish to fresh like that. Now all you have to worry about is Pam cheating at charades.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
Listen live to KDWB on the free iHeartRadio app. Brought to you by
Top Dog Law. Call them for any accident, big or small. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Minnesota.
Hey Minneapolis, get ready to glow. Super Neon is a feel-good immersive experience filled with vibrant installations, interactive light, and unforgettable moments. Now open at Mall of America. Get your tickets on the Fever app or at superneonexperience.com.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Need help fast? Bail Boys Bail Bonds has your back. 24/7, judgment-free, and with flexible payment options. Bail Boys Bail Bonds is proud to have a 5-star rating for getting you out fast. Call pound 250 from your mobile phone and say the keyword bailout.
Is finally here. Twin Cities Habitat for Humanity is open now in Brooklyn Park. Restore is the Twin Cities go-to outlet for discount home improvement items like furniture, appliances, cabinets, tools, and more. Visit Restore in person or visit restore.tchabitat.org for more details.
Pearl Vision knows there's so much you would never waste. A great meal, a good laugh, time with the people you love, and most of all, money. So why waste your vision benefits? They exist to protect something priceless, your sight. Don't waste your money. Book your eye exam today at pearlvision.com. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details.
All right, imagine this. You go down to Shakopee for the big corn maze and the corn pit, and you come back home and the kids are all covered with corn dust and they're tracking stuff and corn pieces through the house. You take the vacuum, no problem. Then the dog comes along and you know what happens next. Oh, and the kids spill ice cream on the carpet. This is why we love Zero Res. I've used Zero Res many, many times, and I will continue to do it. And right now, you can get your entire home Zero Resified in time for Halloween from Minnesota's ultimate carpet cleaner, and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129. There is something scarier than ghosts and goblins hiding in your home, and it's in your air ducts. This month, take 15% off your air duct and dryer vent cleaning. Let me tell you, the Zero Res people showed me pictures one time of the stuff hiding in there. It's scary. Ask for the KDWB special when you call Zero Res at 952-ZERO-RES or book online ZeroResMinnesota.com.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. Get crispy tacos for just $1.39 every Taco Tuesday, only at Taco John's.
When you walk into a Burlington, you're walking into amazing prices and style.
Wow.
That's main character energy. Because at Burlington, the coats aren't the only thing turning heads. Our savings look good no matter the weather. From trends like parkas to vests and faux fur, we are the real deal when it comes to coats. You know we have you covered. So seriously, with these savings, why shop anywhere else?
Burlington deals, brands, wow.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
Start things off with 35E southbound. You're heavy from County Road 96 to 694 with the crash in the right lane. Also, if you are traveling on 94 westbound, you're heavy McKnight to 35E. Before that, radio to 494, 694. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association.
The International Hot Rod Association and Durana Hybrid, where the roar of the engine meets the torque of the wreck. iHeartRadio and Durana Hybrid are bringing back the thrill of racing and the pride of skilled trades. Through mentorship and education, we're fueling the future. On the track and in the trade. Get your tickets at iHRA.com.
101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff up.
It is spooky season, so we're going to talk about the scariest places in all of the 50 states. Now, of course, you're going to say, well, where's Minnesota? We're going to make you wait a minute. We're going to get to that in a couple of seconds.
Can I also guess before you say it?
Yeah, sure you can. Okay. All right.
We'll wait till that.
Let's go next door. Let's go to beautiful Wisconsin. Witches Gulch. Now, when I say these, you probably won't know all of them, but Witches Gulch is the scariest place there. Maybe Google it.
I'm going to.
In Wyoming, Death Canyon.
Oh, terrifying.
And now I don't really know. Let's go back and see if they describe what all of these are. So,
Witches Gulch is a slot canyon in the Dells.
So they say they're spooky, not because of anything that happened there, just their name alone. And they came up with a good one from every state. So these are spooky named places. Let's go to North Dakota. North Dakota. Spookiest place is Knife River. I've been in Knife River. It's not spooky at all. Oregon, Murderer's Creek.
Okay. I think it's the name that's spooky, not the actual place.
That's kind of what
so
I said.
Even though you don't think it's spooky.
And these are all like landscape.
It's got the word knife in it.
Something, I feel like.
Devil's Den is in Pennsylvania. It's part of the Battle of Gettysburg, where a bunch of people got killed in Devil's Den. It's a bunch of rocks. The Battle of Gettysburg was partially fought in Montana. Dead Man Gulch.
Oh. Why would someone name that something? Did a man die in there and they thought, what would be a good name?
Probably, yeah.
Or maybe they're trying to deter people from going there.
Okay. Maine, Massacre Pond. Now you got to figure there was probably some sort of massacre way back in the day at Massacre's Pond.
I want to live on the shores of Massacre Pond.
What about Cannibal Plateau in Colorado? Now, Cannibal Plateau, I don't know much about it, but there was a guy in Colorado who infamously was a cannibal, and I can't remember his name, but he's kind of an historic figure, and people started disappearing, and they found like bones and body parts, kind of like an early Jeffrey Dahmer.
Gosh.
Back in Colorado, back in the 1800s.
Scary.
Let's go to Minnesota. What do you say? Minnesota Castle, what? Oh, go ahead.
Well,
Sorry.
I thought we were talking about like places.
I did too, like scary places.
Yeah, I was going to say the Glensheen Mansion.
Oh, I've been there. That is a nice, cool mansion. They don't talk about the murders that happened there on the tour. No, they're not allowed to talk about it, I guess, because they don't want to highlight like, oh, this is a murder house.
There's also the Witches Tower that's by the U of M campus. That's set to be very haunted.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, the little peak.
I've always wanted to go in there because I can see it every time I drive to St. Paul.
Yep.
Aw. And that I've never been.
The most haunted house in Minnesota is right here in Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Oh.
It is 476 Summit.
Ooh.
476 Summit. And there is a lot of history. It was built in 1883 for a rich couple that spent $35,000 on it back then, 142 years ago. 24 rooms. It is a beautiful... if you look up 476 Summit, you'll get several results on Google.
It's called the Chauncey Griggs Mansion.
Yes. And basically, there was a murder there, and I don't know the details off the top of my head, but they only lived there for a few years, and someone was murdered, and that is supposed to be the most haunted house in Minnesota.
It's kind of like I've been there before. It's not inside, but on the outside, they've got like little historical statues and stuff like that with like the information. I don't know if it talks about murders, but it does have a lot of information around that house. You can't miss it if you're in that area.
No,
it's
a
stands
beautiful,
out.
very distinct looking house. It's got like the round kind of like, I don't know what you call
Castle tower.
The tower
A
kind of
turret.
looking thing. Like a turret. Yeah, it's super cool. So we're going to be at a very spooky Halloween party called Boo Bash coming up on October 30th at Mystic Lake. Gary Spivey, the psychic, is going to be there to tell you about whether he could answer whether this guy that you've been seeing is whether he's like there's any hope or not.
Yeah.
And then Jenny, you could find out about the plethora of guys that you're also seeing to
I'm
see
not
which
seeing
one.
a plethora.
A plethora. How many is a plethora? 16 or 17?
17.
17.
Oh,
yeah.
then I'm not seeing. Yeah, it's not a plethora for me. I'm only at 15. So.
Okay, we'll get you more Boo Bash. Can we do Boo Bash tickets right now?
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Squad's like, oh, my hand's tired from holding this phone up.
I say the same things on the phone every time I pick it up, and the people that pick up, the listeners are like, is that a button or is that actually you? No, it's me.
Ring, 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 ring.
KDWB, hello.
Hi, I want Boo Bash tickets.
Okay, yeah, let me get your name, and then we'll do email, then we'll do phone number, and then I'll go, okay, cool, you got it for 2 tickets at Hop House at Mystic Lake. It starts at 6, Thursday, October 30th. Don't forget, it's 21 and up.
Oh, wow.
Good job.
He's doing so good.
The same things every time. Or when we have concert tickets, okay, I'll run through the whole list, and then I'll give them all the instructions. It's a whole thing, but it's me.
Can I mention, because I know we're doing Boo Bash at Hop House, I'm also hosting a Vikings watch party this Sunday at the Hop House in Mystic.
Very cool.
So it's a noon game. So if you want to come hang out, get your little gambling on, have a couple cocktails, watch the Vikings.
Eat a couple wings.
Yeah, whatever your heart desires. I'll be at the Hop House this Sunday for the Vikings game at noon.
Okay. Call now for Boo Bash tickets. The number is 651-989-KDWB. Same number that it's been forever. It hasn't changed. Put it in your phone. And then right now, we got to get you another keyword for Sabrina Carpenter. And this one, you don't have to call in. You just have to open up the iHeartRadio app if it's not open already. And then just say the keyword is taste. And now you are entered for the Sabrina Carpenter trip to Los Angeles to see her show out there. Spend a weekend in LA, do all the touristy things, get your photo taken next to Barbara Streisand's star on the Walk of Fame or whoever you want. And just use the keyword taste. Go to the iHeartRadio app, tap that red microphone as you're listening, and just say the keyword is taste. And that's really all you got to do. Dave's Dirt will do it right after Billie Eilish on KDWB.
I want you to stay.
topics and breaking news every hour on Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
Andrew Lloyd Webber, didn't he write Cats?
Yes,
didn't he write
did.
Rent and some other shows
Phantom
like that?
of the Opera, he didn't write.
So he's kind
Cats,
of a legendary guy.
Mm-hmm.
He is talking about Lady Gaga, about the Mayhem Ball show. So here's some credible critic of Lady Gaga's show.
Of course, I was really, really pleased to see an opera house on stage, and even more pleased to see a boat with her in it being rowed across the big auditorium that is O2. It reminded me of something that I might have had a little involvement with.
Okay.
Phantom of the Opera. That's what he's talking about.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very cool.
So Megan Thee Stallion is in a defamation case right now. Basically, if you remember, Megan Thee Stallion was dating a guy named Tory Lanez, and he shot her, which I can't remember the ruling on that. Do any of you guys remember? Oh, Vaughn's on the phone. He might be the only one.
No, he's probably the
Well,
only
anyways, I think he was found guilty. But Megan Thee Stallion is taking this blogger, their name's like Milagro Cooper, to court because this person developed like a smear campaign basically to make Megan look bad. And so they were able to use some like forensic probe to find deleted texts and WhatsApp messages and all of this stuff that did prove that this person did start a smear.
Yeah.
Smear.
A schmear
I love
is
a patch
some
smear.
cream cheese on a bagel. Yeah.
You guys know I don't know what that word means. But yeah, she had an early win because they are ruling that they did find a bunch of things that this person deleted. And so hopefully she'll win that case. Because
I've watched enough Dateline to know that it's like, okay, you can delete your Google history, but if you Googled how to murder my wife, the cops are going to find it
you
somewhere down the road. So if you text like, hey, will you help me murder my wife? And I text Bailey, then even if I delete it, there's still a fingerprint.
I think about that all the time when I Google certain things. Like if we're thinking about something on the show and we got to be like, okay, we need to like research this a little bit more and like understand it. I'm like, is this going to like...
Well, I did the same thing when I Googled MILF Weekend 7.
Yeah. Well, it was for the show.
Well, it was for the show, but I mean, then Susan found it anyway because you type in M.
Yeah.
And then it pops
That
up
was for
MILF
the show?
Weekend 7.
I don't remember talking about MILF.
You were gone that
Dave,
day.
I remember.
Oh,
yeah, it was.
Yeah, your alibi. I see how it is. There were rumors for the new Stranger Things season 5, which is the 5th and final season. Everybody was saying that every single episode would run 90 minutes long, and they've actually released the run times for the first 4 episodes. First one, hour and 8 minutes. Second one, 54 minutes. Third one, hour and 6 minutes. Fourth one, hour and 23 minutes. So they're all like miniature movies every single episode, but I am sure they're trying to cram as much story in as possible before the inevitable end.
That's the final season.
The final season.
Okay, gotcha. This is kind of interesting. Well, you've heard it. Taylor Swift and her announcement on Good Morning America. We've talked about it. Here is the actual announcement.
People like to talk about phenomenons, almost as if it was pieces falling into place, as if it just happened. The Eras tour wasn't when all the pieces fell into place. This tour was just when every single one of us who had done so much work to where we all clicked together. I can read. We have broken every single record you can break with this tour. She's having the time of her life. The only thing left is to close the book.
So that's all going to be coming out on Disney Plus, I think, in the next couple of weeks. So we were very excited. We mentioned this yesterday, Ginny, you weren't here.
Yeah.
But Taylor is releasing a limited edition vinyl of her actual audio of her walking across a squeaky wooden floor. And so there's different colors of vinyl, and they're all $39.99 in 6 different colors, available at Target midnight tonight.
Yeah,
If
and
you wanna
on the
hear
vinyl,
her,
they have little like shoe prints on it.
So
and then they'll come
clever.
out with a brand new like shoe.
Yeah.
So in one she'll wear sneakers and
Yeah.
one she'll wear like heels potentially.
So clever. I got to rush to Target to get that.
I got to rush to Target.
Midnight.
Mhm.
The first Golden Bachelor, his name is Gary Turner. He married a woman named Teresa. Well, Teresa now has a new book out, and Gary is not very happy about it because he talks about how she made him out to be a villain.
The only person that could come to my defense was her, and the only person that could come to her defense was me. And I was disappointed that didn't occur. And I felt like I was taking the brunt of the situation. And I go, no, wait a minute, that's not right. It's a 50-50.
I mean, I think it's interesting that this woman decided to write a book after she had her little quick 15 minutes of fame and was like, I must write a book about this.
Now you got to do what you got to do.
Right.
Get that dollar.
That.
Yeah. Chappell Roan had the last show of her most recent tour very recently, and she was talking about why she decided to go on tour because she was feeling sad.
I'm so sad. I feel so left out in public. I feel so awkward all the time, and I always felt when I put myself through this, if this is taking so much away from me, what is this for?
But then she did decide that she said she wasn't going to do a U.S. tour until the very last minute, and that she's so glad that she did. I wish she would come here. I would. Oh, gosh, you guys, I'd love to see Chappell Roan. She's my favorite. As we know, she's my girl.
I thought Barbara Streisand was your girl.
She's my other girl.
Okay.
I have multiple girls.
What about Lady Gaga?
Oh, she's like a periphery girl, probably.
Okay.
She's on the outs, you know.
Okay. Have you guys talked about Ed Gein in the Dirt yet?
Not yet.
No, not today.
It's your time.
I started it last night. It is weird. I don't think I find it as disturbing as you do, Dave. And not, obviously, he is disturbing, but I don't think, I can sit through it. Because I know you said it was just and you had to cut it off.
Yeah, I watched it all the way through. I think that him talking like this.
Yeah, that's odd.
Just, Vaughn, you got to have a breakfast because you're a growing boy. You got to have some toast. I made you some toast and eggs.
But Dave,
because you have to grow and take care of yourself.
But I'm drinking my coffee right now.
It's just weird.
It's the weird, soft landing of all of the words that kind of freaks me out.
And apparently he was a soft-spoken guy, but I think that when they made this show, they said, okay, yeah, talk really softly because that's how he talked. And then by episode 3, they were probably going, God, this is getting really annoying, but we're stuck with it now. We're not going to go back and reshoot everything. I've never been more happy that a show was over than the Ed Gein monster.
And what did you just start watching yesterday?
I started watching one Bailey recommended. It is a book by Stephen King called 11/22/63.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that was the day that Kennedy got shot. And it's really a fascinating, absolutely fictional, based around history of a guy who finds a time portal that goes back to try to stop the assassination of JFK.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is he can't go back to the day. He goes back and lands 3 years earlier. So he has to live in the past for 3 years to stop the assassination of JFK. And I told Susan, I said, I don't know if it's your thing or not. And she's like, yeah, let's try it. So we watched the first episode last night.
Does she like it?
It's quite good, yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I knew you would like it. And I've been telling you to watch it for a year. So I'm glad you're doing it.
Yes,
finally.
you have. 5 people were hospitalized after a helicopter crashed in Huntington Beach, California on Saturday. It was in a beachside parking lot. You've probably seen the videos of this helicopter spinning, and then it it's hovering, and then it spins around, and then it crashes. 5 people injured, some more seriously than others. And then I posted there was a video of it. I said, never, ever get into a helicopter. Mm-hmm. And I will tell you this right now, as a pilot myself, never get into a helicopter, especially a tour helicopter, because the only way those things make money is if they're up in the air, shuttling you back and forth to see the Statue of Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
If they're on the ground, because they need mechanical work, they're not making any money. So they'll put them things up in the air, even when they shouldn't, because they're making money. And somebody wrote on there, they said, my dad was an Army Ranger pilot in Vietnam or something like that. And he said something like, airplanes want to be in the sky. Helicopters want to fall out of the sky.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, I'm sold. So listen, I've been in plenty of helicopters on tours and things like that. I was always a little bit nervous. I'll never get into another one. The only time I'll get into a helicopter is if I get recruited into the military.
Yeah.
Or I get medevaced because I got into a car wreck.
Do you think you will be drafted into the military at this point?
Or medevaced because you got an accident?
Or medevaced?
Let's hope not.
Okay.
Let's just hope not. All right. One more story on Dave's Dirt. We're going to wrap things up. Brought to you by 612 Injured, Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law.
If you're a fan of Demi Lovato, exciting news because she might be eyeing a tour coming up because apparently her one-night show had a 4,000 person capacity at the Hollywood Palladium. And it sold out in 25 minutes with 200,000 people in
Isn't
the
that
online
crazy?
queue. So now there's talk of moving that concert and of taking the show on the road, which she has had new music. Did she drop a new album? Is that what It was. I know she's had new music recently, so that would make sense.
We're all looking at each other like, you know, don't you?
Who knows this? So yeah, if you like Demi Lovato, you might be seeing her on tour soon.
All right, we're going to wrap up with one bonus story, and that is Domino's hired Shabuzi to come up with a new jingle, and they were hoping for something along the lines of "ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it," and they got this instead.
Domino's. I like it.
I like it.
I'm glad you guys like it.
It's
I
simple.
think it is simple, but it's not catchy. It's not sing-alongable. Whereas, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
That's because it's new to you. We say pizza. That's Little Caesars.
No, and that's catchy. Pizza.
It's not even, no, this is at least a little jingle. Pizza is just 2 words. It's not even like sing-songy.
Pizza. That's genius, though. Liberty. That's catchy. That's genius.
Play it again.
Limu, Emu, and Doug. Somebody had to come up with that one. This one doesn't hit me.
Domino's. Come on, man.
In a year, people will have forgotten that jingle.
Oh, it probably won't
And I
even
love
last a year.
Shabuzi.
I don't even think it's going to last a year.
You guys are...
It's vibey, man.
I think if it is making my shoulders move as I hear it, it did what it's supposed to do.
Let's get it. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to hype it up more each time.
Like DJ Khaled over here. Apparently
Go
he
ahead.
wants to be
One
on the
more
track
time.
too.
I'm going to build a song to that whole thing. Another one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, another
That
pizza, please.
is it. We're done. We'll be back in a second. Talkback Tuesday. Leave a talkback and tell us, what's your favorite weird smell? Gasoline. Yep. Some people love the smell of gas. I love the smell of a diesel tractor, like a road grader or a bulldozer. I love that smell. What is your favorite weird smell? It might be feet. That's okay. I want to hear what's your favorite weird smell. So open up the iHeartRadio app, tap that red microphone and say like who you are, where you're from, whatever. And then just tell us what's your favorite weird smell and why you like it.
Hey, Talent. It's hard to believe that millions of Americans still don't have reliable internet connectivity or technology. I think about when I was growing up, I had a single mom. I remember we had a word processor. Do you even know what that is? We did not have internet. I had to use the internet at school. That was my only access. And a lot of people still experience that. It wasn't as difficult though when